Hello, welcome to another collaboration between Mama Bear Apologetics and Foundations Worldview, where we're bringing you 5 tips and tricks every day for your to have quality quarantine. So I am Hillary from Mama Bear, and with me is
Elizabeth Urbanowitz from Foundation Worldview.
Amy Davison, also from Mama Bear.
Lindsay Menwalt from Mama Bear Apologetics.
Yep. So first off, we want to say thanks to some of the people who have been sending us pictures of stuff that they've been doing and using their correct hashtags.
Yes.
Hats off to you. We've got Michelle Reardon who gave, Lindsay, you want to try to show the chalk paintings?
We're going to try.
We're going to try. Cross your fingers.
Okay, so sharing. So that's one.
Gorgeous.
And then other one is the sun still shines. Look at that.
I love it. You can't write that in Iowa because his sun has not been shining. Well, I guess it technically is behind the clouds and the rain and stuff. So, and then we also had Haley Hassenbank, that did hashtag Training Tuesday, showing her kids with bacon bread. And then Rebecca Dykeman showed us a couple of very beautiful loaves as well. So I just want to say,
Gorgeous.
Keep sending us these things. Keep showing people what you're doing on Movie Monday, Training Tuesday, Worldview Wednesday, Theology Thursday, and Fun and Fellowship Friday. Ooh, ooh. So last week we talked about how to, as Lindsay showed us, make walks more enjoyable for people by leaving messages and verses. And today we're going to talk about something that I personally loved doing as a kid, and apparently Amy's kids love doing it now, and that's making code. So we kind of had this theme of love and communication this week. So in communication, there's the close-up communication, which we can't do. Then there's, the other kind of communication like what we're doing, which is where we can see each other's faces. And like anyone who knows me as a friend knows that I do FaceTime, except for Lindsay because she doesn't have a smartphone. Come on! Because she knows I'd FaceTime her all the time. But if you don't want to do that, say that maybe like you don't want other people to know what you're trying to communicate, then you might use code. So today we're going to talk about different couple ways that your kids can create code, either whether with hieroglyphics, with Morse code, or creating their own. Because as I shared, my cousin and I had a super, super secret and of course very much sought after club that we were in called the Crickets when we were a kid, and I actually just found a journal entry from then that we had our own code. Basically we scrambled all the letters and assigned them to numbers
Nice.
so that we could communicate with each other. So let's talk about code. What are some fun ways we can use code to create messages, and how kids could use it for communication, but also as like a fun way to communicate?
So my guys, we were reading through, for part of his homeschool, we were reading this book here. I feel like Elizabeth. I feel so cool holding up a book. This is Peppy and the Secret Names. Ooh. So obviously we're learning about ancient Egypt and that sort of thing. Well, at the back of the book, which he loved, was, hold up. Boom. We got some hieroglyphics here. And my son loved this. He spent, a good 10-15 minutes drawing out a scavenger hunt in code for my other son to find. He like buried a sack or like a little lunch baggie with quarters in it out in the yard and made this whole little scavenger hunt. And so he just really loved this fun way to do this secret code. In middle school, my best friend Alyssa and I, we also did, we just made random shapes for different letters, and we got so good at writing the code that we could write it and read it without, having to consult a key. And so it's just really fun to be kind of like sneaky, mysterious, and have this fun code. So, and you'd also mention Morse code, which might get a little annoying if you've got a bunch of kids. But Hillary, you made a good point earlier about using flashlights.
Use flashlights. Do not do the wrapping on stuff. You will want to just
Wrap flies.
That will not be fun for you or anybody else. Use flashlights.
So yeah, it's a fun way to get kids to be thinking, intentional, fun communication that they could do, and it gives something new to learn that you and your family can do within the confines of the house to kind of break up the monotony.
Yeah, and everybody likes having
I always
a secret.
found that today would be engaged for way more time than I had budgeted for the activity. Like one time I remember we were learning about, I don't know the correct way to pronounce it, if it's cuneiform or cuneiform. And I got like little pieces of clay that they could actually roll out. And then we made the little triangular stylus, and they, were making messages to each other. And I had budgeted, 20 minutes, and they're like, we need more time. And I was like, okay, this is great. So it's super fun for kids to be able to just communicate using a different.
Well, and the beauty of it is it's artistic. holistic too.
Yes.
So you can have engagement on the left brain and the right brain.
Yeah.
And really, taking last week's with the chalk, go out and write your neighbors a code, and you'll know what the message is. Maybe they won't, but they'll think it's cool when they look at it.
Well, you
right?
could leave them what's the thing? You've got a code, and what's the thing that tells you how to
The key.
crack?
The key.
The key. You could leave the key for them somewhere, so that's like
A little mini
interactive
Rosetta
activity.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the Rosetta pothole over there.
Yes. That's awesome. Yeah.
So lots of different ideas. If you end up doing this, we would love to see what your kids create. So just, tag Mama Bear Apologetics in it, tag Worldview Curriculum or Foundations Worldview, or send us a picture and we'll feature you on one of our next little, what is this, a vlogcast? A vlog? I don't know. That just,
Maybe.
Sure.
now
We'll
I'm
go
just
with
making
that.
up words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Video blog. So anyways, but yeah, we hope you have fun with it. I know that we had fun with it as kids. So yeah. Anybody else have anything before we wrap up?
I think we're good.
Thou shalt go out and have fun then. Okay. Bye-bye.
Perfect.
Bye.
Bye.